Imagine yourself being born as an old man, have a fabulous life to live and die as a child. Well, आज हम जिस फिल्म के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं उसका एक कैरेक्टर कुछ ऐसी ही जिंदगी जीता है, बेंजामिन बटन। फिल्म का नाम है द क्यूरियस केस ऑफ बेंजामिन बटन, डायरेक्टेड बाय डेविड फिंचर। It has to be some mind blowing picture when these specific human beings get together. Robert De Niro and Leonardo DiCaprio with Martin Scorsese, and Brad Pitt with David Fincher. They just fit so well together. Moving on, let's talk about the film. It was made in 2008. The good old days of nice movies and songs. Film starts from a hospital where an old lady is talking to her daughter. Then she starts saying something about her past life and the flashback begins. Set in early 1900s era when the World War had just ended, and far somewhere a lady was giving birth to a baby. But unfortunately, the mother didn't survive, but the child did. Here comes to life Mr. Benjamin. He was born with some birth defect or a medical condition which made him look like an old child, just like Amitabh from Pa. Doctor said he don't have much of life ahead as he is born old and gonna die soon. His father held him responsible for his mother's demise and decided to abandon him. So he left Benjamin at the doorstep of an old age care home. He was taken care by a black woman, Queenie, played by Taraji Henson, who, by the way, delivered a very nice performance. Benjamin lived his life in that old age home, believing all that is in the world is at the house. But him being curious, as the name suggested, made him step out of the house and he started experiencing the world on his own. Benjamin kept on meeting new people on different journeys of his life, where he learned the meaning of life and how one should pursue it. The whole film is narrated by the character Benjamin. This film is very long, lasting about 2 hours and 30 minutes, but you won't feel it's being dragged or getting boring and slow. Screenplay is capable enough to keep you hooked to the essence and the philosophy of the film. You will find many quotes from the film which will inspire you or let you reconsider your perceptions. As the Benjamin grew old in age numbers, his appearance rather saying something else. He was getting younger from outside, but from the inside, he was getting old. That's what they were telling us. Strange. There is a sequence in the film where he leaves his family just so he won't be a burden on them by getting old and sick, but there was no sign of him becoming weak from inside. As from outside, he was all fine, riding bikes and having lots of sex, traveling and all the stuff. In the fictional world, his medical condition can be justified, but I took this film very serious and demanded a factual, believable causes to his condition. But then remember, David Fincher made Fight Club. That was one of the best film ever made in the history. But if only they could give us something concrete medical fact which compels us to believe that, oh, with those medical circumstances, it may happen. That's all I'm asking. As the time flies, he started becoming young from outside and from the inside developing in old age diseases like dementia. From a lifespan of grown-up man to a toddler again, he died in his lover's lap. The transition of Benjamin will keep you on the edge. Let's start with the good first. Nicely written screenplay, perfect direction, metaphors, and the aesthetics of the film was nicely done. From the set directions to the costume designs, film will surely take you to the era. Talking about the performance of Brad Pitt, it's commendable. I mean, being in those heavy prosthetics for such a long time and delivering such a marvelous performance, he surely is one of the best actors in Hollywood. He's more than just a pretty face. The bad. Well, to be honest, there isn't a significant bad aspect in this film, apart from that one fact which I just talked about. If only they could have done it with an alternative endings. The film was going so intense and philosophical, but when the end comes, it all went to some Disney movie kind of stuff. Rather, he could have looked like a stagnant from outer appearance and shown symptoms of terminal illness which is slowly perishing him. That way, we could have developed a more sympathy, but what's done is done. Apart from this particular fact, this whole film was a gem to watch. I would highly recommend you guys to watch this film. Cinematrix will give this film a 3.5 out of 5 stars. That being said, thank you so much for watching the video and investing your precious time in me. I would expect from you guys to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.